right to I-65 south, and then keep left.
Hey everybody, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday. But dig this shit here because this is a real quick one. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm en route this morning, so safe travels for me there and back on my little mini. Never mind, I won't say, but dig this, y'all. So I'm just driving along, right? I'm hitting traffic here and there. Cannot see the chat, but again, good morning. I don't want to miss my turn off either, because I don't feel like going back. Not on the streets, but
Take
I heard
exit
Kamala
11
say
on the
last
right
night,
to
we not going
I-65
back.
south, and then keep left.
I-65 south, 65 south. Dig this, y'all. I watched that darn show last night. Man, holy cow, did they put a show on down there in Texas, right? Down in Texas, home of Texas. You know, where she was very loudly
In 0.6
spoken.
miles, keep left.
Her and the other people that joined in on that show last night about this whole reproductive act following behind the Wade and Roe situation dealing with the Constitution, Article 15, 14, I'm sorry, whether if women should have the right and not have the right along as well as physicians, however. Whole nother story. Oh, y'all, wait a minute. I think I turned off too soon. See there? Now I gotta turn around. Ain't that some crap. Anywho, easy peasy. Nothing wrong with it. I'll fix it. But, so, anywho, right? Check out this GPS right.
Continue on current road for more than 50 miles.
Oh, okay. No, I'm right. Okay, I got it right. 50 miles. So, I think it might have me turn around at 50 miles, but we'll see. I'm out chilling today. So, I watched that whole show. It was crazy, mad crazy. I try to follow the channel. Listen here. Like I said, I get it, people have their political preference on voting and putting in the right candidate for this presidential campaign, right? I get it. But what you're not going to be able to do is just stop stupid. Stupidity is a all high just mass of stupidity. Can't fix it. I'm reading this chat, man, and half of the crap that I was reading up in there coming from people that is literally watching or probably at this whole, what do you call it, conference of running for president down there in Texas. It was just unbelievable. And it's just the people in general. You can't fix stupid. When people just want to be outrageously stupid for no reason at all, they will be. But in case y'all haven't caught that live on the rally, that's what it was. They was rallying, right? Let me close this window up. This is getting on my nerves, even though it's warming up, so I have to turn the air on just a little bit. Right? They're rallying down there. And it's like, come on, people, like, if you're not going to fix that, if a person is not going to fix themselves individually to take themselves down the right road on correct things to say as far as when to say it and how to say it. And, it's like, go sit down, because they're literally in the way. They're literally in the way with, what's seriously going on. A lot of people just don't take this crap seriously. Well, not crap. A lot of people don't take something like this seriously. You just got a whole bunch of dumbfounded crazy, deranged people in this world, which is one thing that is just never going to be fixed. Never. Anywho, I just want to say that the rally was good, the music was good, the speeches were good. Kamala, dead on point, because the whole reproduction conspiracy lawsuits and everything started from female down there back in the 60s, coming from Texas, so that big old fight up there, all at the federal, Supreme Court, and everybody's making their opinions on who should do what and what should do what. Was it legal back then? No, women still had to go around and find different ways of aborting fetus and crazy shit like that. Crazy shit happened. So here they are again, which is almost 50 plus years later, and they're still arguing about the same thing. So, that's that. It's important for people to really think about that, because one of those people could possibly have been you. One of those people could have been you, where you were also in a situation like that, but yet then you want to have, or you get trapped up in where there's other people that's in your personal life want to tell you what to do and how to do it, as far as your life with being pregnant and making a decision whether to keep it or abort it, right? It's a very tough decision, and I understand that being a female. However, I do want to say this coming behind that, and I know it may come off a little bit harsh to some people, right? There's this one lady that I was listening to, and she happened to be one of the constituents back then that was trying to find a way to abort a child. And it's kind of hard to say, but then it's not hard to say, because I kind of care about people's feelings, and sometimes what people will say behind what I would say, and sometimes I really don't give a hoot about what somebody would say behind what I want to say. But I know that a lot of females growing up in my time, basically probably around me quite a bit, right? And they would get pregnant or this or that. However, I do recall quite a few people around me where they did have these parents that would, teach you about the birds and the bees. So basically, if you are having unprotected sex, that the possibility of becoming with child is highly likely, right? So as I listen to these people who has these drastic stories about what has happened to them, especially this one particular lady, I'm not going to say her name right, 1939 up to the 60s or whatever, and she went on to talk about, how she got pregnant at 17. Okay, for some of the females that I hear stories from like that, I'm like, well, okay, that's that one time. However, without even receiving the knowledge of being safe while you're having consensual sex with a person, right, and being unprotected, this can happen. So the lady tells a story. She had her first baby. She turns around, and of course now she's married, but the guy does not stick around for the second baby. Of course, they're both young, right? All freaking out. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It's the second baby. I can't take care of the second baby. Blah, 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 right? Decide that, she wants to abort it, right? fine. But after that first go round and you've had that intercourse, there's just so many ways that we were taught that we how to protect ourselves so that it just doesn't happen again, so that you don't have to make that type of decision based on your life, right? So I'm saying to myself, because I had to pause her, right? And I had to rewind it. You what? So sex to some people, is good. The feeling overwhelms the thought of the possibility of maybe I could get pregnant, or maybe I won't, or it's like all of those thoughts, all of the future of that is gone out the window in the moment of having sex. One, because you want to give your body to that particular man, you want to connect to that man some type of way, and most women will use the form of having sexual intercourse with the person, right? Or goes through this particular feeling, not even liking the guy, right? But he's a good friend, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna, go ahead and sleep with this guy. Nothing else follows through after that. There's no connection at all. It's just your body in some chemistry way is just desiring that. Another stage of life that we go through, right? But we forgot about this that sits on our shoulder. You have your fun, get your rocks off, but you just don't forget to use this at the same time, right? So I'm saying to myself, like, okay, well, you had the first baby. You were going off decision whether if you wanted to abort the first one or not. So you decide to go ahead through with the delivery of this firstborn, right? So it ended up where, she felt that I'm too young to keep this baby. And her parents took over the child, adopted the baby, raised the baby. But yet then, your body is still thriving for this sexual feeling or this companionship with the man, knowing that you're still laying down in unprotected sex. What I'm trying to say before I finish this story is it's the confusion of the minds of the humanity right out here. Like, why aren't we not thinking? Why do we not think? Think, people, think. Because had we been thinking back then in that era, we probably wouldn't have had this whole argument on the table with Wade versus Roe. Like you can fix this shit. Like, you don't have to. It's crazy. And when I'm listening to this shit, right? So now she can't take care of the first one. She gives that one up. That was your sign right there that you're not ready. You're not prepared. You're not ready. Go to get pregnant again. Abort the second one. Then the lady turns around and then she gets pregnant again because she ends, another guy. So I have to show this guy, or I want to be with this guy, and or maybe I thought that I was ready for a kid, but then once the guy once again leaves again, you feel like that you're just left all out here in the darkness, financially and mentally, by yourself to raise a child. I'm not going to get into one story that's just laid on my mind. I'm going to skip that part. But however, this is to a lot of women out there. Once you get yourself out that frame of thought and you put your mind into being the queen and the financial provider that you can be, you can do it. That's all I'm going to say right there. You can do it. Doesn't have to be a man all the time by your side. You can do it. I've seen plenty of women do it. You just have to want to do it. A lot of us lay down that particular a sword or your boots. You take them off because you already implanted in your head that oh, I love this guy more so than me by myself. Whole nother battle to get over with when it comes to females. But I'm sorry, but there's a whole lot of females that is just stuck in that situation. Man first, or man by my side, or man this and man that, However, I also know that the world was created amongst men and women to rebirth, the world, to keep the world going. However, we end up now getting caught up in, well, we have, I don't know what the percentage, I'm pretty sure it's pretty high, well over 60, where we're out of that category now. It's not about only reproducing and keeping the world going, because and same sex can't have kids unless it's through adoption or artificial, seminary, shit like that, right? However, back to my story. So, she goes and she has the third one, and she goes through the same thing, and then she's out and she's looking for, particular doctors and all of this stuff to kind of help her. But this law has passed, so you got doctors creeping and sneaking around and trying to find some strategic way to help the female abort a baby, giving them medicine or whatever, number one, helping them to start, to bleed, or telling them to try this and try that. And then, of course, they're losing all type of blood here and there. Well, this particular lady, end up saying, well, okay, well, if you can't help me here, then I'm going to help myself. And she goes out and she buys a bunch of tubes, started inserting them up through her uterus, into the uterus, up through her vagina, to the uterus, right? And the doctor told her, well, you blow air in it. I ain't never heard no shit like that, but that's what she was told. Well, he told her then, well, once that, you complete that, and if you have to go to the doctor, because this is his way around it for not being arrested and, his license taken away and possibly in prison, right? So, unfortunately, with her blowing, must have been a long tube, air in the tube, she ended up getting air into the blood. Something that I kind of had to read on, because she punctured herself, and that's some whole scientific chemistry shit that I was like, what? You blow air in your blood and you die? The woman died, of course, on the floor, trying to do her own procedure. Now, what I'm seeing is this is kind of what Kamala and the people that was out there with her at the rally was trying to state, that if these laws wasn't put into place, women can have safe, private, decisions to do what it is that they choose to do to their bodies, but continue to live, whether, being torn in between saving a fetus or saving your life. So, it's a tough decision to decide, and they really have made this topic very tough for people to decide on the running mates of, who do you want to stand behind as far as that topic to put in office to battle this topic at hand, whether it should be banned or not only statewide, but nationwide, so I don't know, that one there kind of laid on my mind, and, and I always go find a story that kind of relates to what they're talking to get better understanding of it, and to hear other people's stories, even though I did hear the couple that came out at the rally and was telling their story about, how his wife had fell ill and feverish and things like that, and could have possibly lost their lives. I think that at some point, we diversify in the controversy, right? I kind of a little bit, understand just a little bit, tad bit about, the way that Trump was going about it. However, at the same time, I'm thinking, right, like, but still, we cannot take the totality rights from people. It to me, it is a violation of, Amendment 14, and everybody should have a right to, especially when it comes to self, to, to do what you think is right for you to do, because, a fetus is an unborn person, and I get it. However, I also believe that somewhere numerological, right, that plays a part into it as well, because we are statistics in this world, and the day that you are born up until the day that you die, they know how many it is of us in this world, from state to state, city to city. They know us the day you're born. So the country, in my opinion, to what I understand it, what I choose and how I choose to understand it, is that you have to have so many people in the world, one, to keep it going financially, and as many of us that passes away, to me, and this is just my theology, right? This is just my mythology. This is just my mythology, right? How I see it. We can have so many keep coming in the world, just as many leaving out. So then this takes us over into the workforce, of the world. How now they set the age where, you can start working at 14. At 14, at 15, at 16, 17, and 18, now you're entering the world where, okay, it's your time to start, putting in financially to live, and to survive, or for your country to survive, which is, your whole FICA thing, your federal, your state, you start paying into all of that, your Social Security, and it's just one big revolving of, hello to everybody in the chat. I'm driving right now, so I do not see the chat. If you have spoken to me, I want to say happy Saturday. It is, 11:15. I've been on this road since 8 o'clock. I got about roughly 2.5, maybe 3 hours to go, because I got to stop in here soon and get gas and probably get me a snack or something. So I am eating on these old little crazy things. Hey, y'all. Let's see. I eat a little bit of crazy candy, stuff like that. I don't know what I'm about. And a little bit of hard candy, here and there. And my Twizzlers, baby. I love my damn Twizzlers. But anywho, right. So I just wanted to say that, you guys, and I know my title says something different, but oh my God, look at the views on here. So then it got up to over like 126,000 people watching it. However, I'm very smart enough to depict that, knowing that maybe there was roughly about 1,000 of Trump supporters in there, because you would see all of that, vote Trump, vote Trump, vote Trump, and Kamala this and Kamala that. Which is one thing that I just cannot understand, y'all, is, just the whole defamation of everything, I don't pretty much hear Kamala Harris calling Trump out his name. What I do hear her is having her mockery, showtime about some of the things that Trump has said, which is a straight up comedy to me. It's like just last night or whatever, he said something about the country is a freaking garbage land. I'm like, what? So of course you could be expecting, like how they did, like how when Trump says they're eating cats, look at the 1,000 of viral dances that's out here just on that. Look at all of the memes that has been made on that. You can bet your soul right now today, if you click on TikTok, that you're going to see 1,000+ videos with Trump calling America something, a garbage land. And I'm like, well, why would he say, and things like that, they hold against him. He cannot come on there and just have an all right, just, a decent rally or debate or whatever. It's always some ridiculous ideology bull crap. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you, this is what is not attracting me towards him, right? So I'm sitting there going, okay, Not only that, let me play part 2 of how I feel about this. The same way that people felt that Biden and, whatever he's done for the country and done, I ain't looked it all up because I stay in my lane half of the time, and I think it's because my life is good. Maybe that's it. Maybe if I had a terrible or a crazy or outrageous life that needs to be dealt with, I always think that maybe I'll be caught up in politics where I actually care about making some changes. Don't get me wrong. Do I care about the changes? Hearing from other people that needs these changes to happen to benefit their lives, to make it better. And yes, I hear everybody. I'm reading this and I was like, wow. Not saying that I didn't know that this part was terrible for the people or this part was great for the people, but not balanced out to be great for everybody. Now, Kamala states, how great, she can have it for everybody as far as medical, and Medicaid or maybe the border. I don't know. It is what it is. All I know is that I've been watching pretty much the candidate presidency rallies and debates for a mighty long time. About the same time as most of you guys, because most of you guys in here are pretty much close to my age, if not a little older, if not a lot younger. And it is what it is. And all I have been seeing is the same repetitive argument over and over and over and over and over. So what I've done was made sure that I make my life okay. I ain't rich, but I ain't bothered about being poor either. I'm living not for those people who's rallying or who's running for presidency or who's in the chat talking all that crazy nonsense. I live my life according to what God's plan is for me. That's it, and that's all. And I know the minimum of what it takes to survive out here to make it right for me. Get a job. Do what's right. Don't go down that lane. That shit is trouble over there. Stay away from the jail system. Don't clock no guns on freaking YouTube, on Instagram. Don't go with that friend. Because if she's sucking dick, you just might want to suck some dick randomly. It's so easy to say no. It's so easy giving if your health is in a condition where you're able to work. Get your ass up and work. $7 is better than no dollars an hour. But of course we have this whole infestation of drugs that has taken over the minds of a lot of people. And all these people out here on these drugs expect for other people to take care of them, to continue to help them buy and induce these freaking drugs so that they continue on with all these unbearable excuses about why they can't freaking work. However, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not rich. I'm rich by Christ, I tell you that. I feel like there's no weapons performed against me will prosper as well. How is it somebody as simple and nobody as me is easing through this world easy breezy? I'm trying to understand that. How is it that somebody like me paying the ass out of health insurance, right? I don't know. Mentally, it didn't affect me. Do I see it? Well, I was like, oh shit, I'm paying this much. Mentally, it didn't affect me enough for me, I guess, to be out here barking up a tree about, oh, y'all need to lower this and lower that. I don't know. I don't know why. maybe I should have, because yeah, it probably would have put more money back in my pocket. But the way I think that I was looking at it, and I could be wrong about it, was that, well, after I done paid all of that, bam, I still got enough money to live off of. I still got enough money to pay my fucking rent. I still got enough money to pay my car notes. I still got enough money to do my mortgage. So maybe that's why I was putting myself in this blindfold situation and like, oh, okay. But however, I understand the unfortunate ones. But sometimes, let me reiterate that again. Some of the unfortunate ones are the ones, to me, that just wants to be in that rut. Get your butt up. Because as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that can change the American people is the American people, not yourself, not somebody dictating and depicting what's right and what's wrong, for you. Change you. Make everything right for you. Do it the right way. Stop giving them the reasons for this and the reasons for that. You're going to jail. Stop fucking filing fucked up ass RS tax returns. Just stop it. Just stop trying to cheat, because at the end of the day, it is causing all of these goddamn arguments, all of these bills to be placed up there on that legislative table, for Congress table, for people to decide what the hell you got to do according to them. But if you just do it right, they don't have an argument. They don't have nothing to put on the fucking table. We feed it to them. The people. You, I, them, us, we, them, there, all of it. Just stop it. You won't, but you can't, because it's already designed. It was already polluted out here in the world. All of this freaking medication because you broke your freaking arm. Take this, take that. Not knowing chemistry somewhere, it was going to fuck you up with something else. But we bought into it. You bought into all of this goddamn, I gotta smoke a blunt to survive. You bought into it. Y'all want to argue about fucking slavery. All that shit that they give you and they tell you what's good for you and what probably ain't good for you is part of slavery. Whether you want it or choose to understand it or not, it is. Because you made a choice to not just, go get the cast on the damn arm. Take your ass a little bit of Tylenol. All of the stuff that we know that didn't harm too many people back then. But the medication has changed so bad now. The scientists up there, you don't even know who the fuck they are. Mixing up some shit and do this shit and do this. You just good. We're taking 3-4 of them a day. I remember a situation occurring with me. And I'm going to tell you that situation. I went to the doctor. I'm watching her write about 4-5 prescriptions. What? Last I heard, sometimes water heals. That's why God got it out here. And I was like, well, okay, take this what? Take this how many? Oh, okay. Man, y'all left that damn doctor's office through all that motherfucking shit into it. Got me fucked up. That's just how I felt, because I felt that my body was strong enough, and through Christ, I was strong enough. I'm going to fix this, because you ain't about to fix this with no goddamn 20 goddamn prescriptions fucking me up. Putting that shit in my bloodstream? What the hell? So, through my endurance of what I went through, I gotta turn my air on because it's hot, right? I hit that pool. So I became a swimmer. I'm an awesome swimmer. I dive my ass off. Matter of fact, it ain't too much that I don't do. It ain't too much that I don't do. My bitch ass will climb a motherfucking Mount Everest, y'all. Well, that's just how I feel. That's just the energy that I have. Do I get tired? Hell yeah. But then it was about 2 or 3 months later, I went back to the doctor. I still had a little minor pain, but I wanted to make sure, let me see what you guys are seeing. And then I'm going to find my way to fix that again. But I'm going to take Jesus with me. Not y'all. Taking Jesus with me. Y'all crazy, because that's who I trust. That's who I trust with my life, right? Okay, so at this point, I'm about, 60% better. I got to hit it a little bit harder, man. No pain, no gain. I got to hit it harder. And that's just me. See, I'm a doer. I also sometimes find myself around a lot of don'ts. A lot of people just don't. Just ew. And now those at that point, I know, get the fuck away from me. Back the fuck back. We don't meet the same energy. You not about to pull me where the fuck you are. That ain't gonna happen because I'm going here. I don't know where you going. And you at the standstill, still sitting at the yield sign. And that's our problem. Get your ass up off that damn yield sign. Because you only supposed to pause there for a minute. Recollect. Stare in the mirror. Ask yourself what's going on and then fix your problems. Write your question down. And then write your answer down on how you gonna fix it and stick with it. Be consistently. And at the end of the day, award yourself. Kind of like what cancer patients go through. When they're done, what do? They ring that bell. They were consistent. They getting that dialysis. They working it free of cancer. Do it. Make it be done. And then ask. He says that he will never leave you or forsake you. If you don't trust those words, but yet then you over here trusting these words, where take 20 of these 3 times a day, drink 8 sodas 50 times a day, then you ain't trusting the right damn person, let alone your damn self. But that's on you. That's the consequences that you'll have to deal with. I'm going to get to the R.kelly shit that y'all, you know what, then I'm going to leave. However, I'm just talking and chilling with y'all, killing time on my highway. I love the highway. It's so fucking relaxing, y'all. It's not safe to some. You know, we have things that go on out here, but, oh, where my gas level at? Okay, but I love the highway. I was born in these streets, raised by these streets, hustled in these streets. Yeah, that's me. And most of the time, popo ahead, popo alert. You know, so I got to do the rules because I was speeding a little bit. I'm up to 87. But now the police is there, right? Follow the law. Bitch, drop your speed down so you don't get a ticket. We're going to talk about a situation, a video that I saw too the other day, right? But no, 2 of them. So 2 situations, right? Some people just fly right on by because they think that they bigger than that. Just follow the freaking law. It's just that simple. You won't have to be double taxed. And what do I mean by that? Especially if you're working. You're already feeding into the government. Now you angry because you got stopped, got a $150 ticket. Yeah, they're going to take more money from you. But you can fix that. You can stop that. Just don't speed. Anywho, y'all. So, you know, that's that. You know, hopefully a lot of people, you know, would, you know, do your research on, you know, who you feel is going to be the best candidate out here. Now, I'm going to get into some buffoonery. Because sometimes that's just what I do. It won't be right if I don't do it. It won't be right. So, but let me talk about these 2 videos first that I saw. Since I brought up speeding, right? I saw a TikTok with that girl, Sexy Red, right? And of course she was in, kind of looked like maybe a Corvette, Hellcat, or whatever the case may be, right? Gone speed. She's up to like, she saw a dash 120, right? Apparently, the video jumps. Of course, y'all know how they do. Switch in, switch out. So you don't know really what actually happened in between. That leaves it up to the people to start their speculation. And this is what social media thrives on. If you don't get the whole part of the story, start building your own story. And they love this, right? They love the attention. They love the controversy and the conspiracy if it has to get to that level, right? However, her video pops back on all of a sudden, split screen, and she's standing there with an officer. This is my friend, you know? So I guess apparently, like I'm doing now, speculating. And after reading some of the comments, oh, you know what, she gets off again, you know, doing some unlawful stuff, right? We don't know that to be true. Comments didn't know that to be true. I'm just repeating what I saw. She probably would have. She probably got a warning. She probably got a reduced ticket. You know, a low ball ticket. I don't know what the case may be. However, but she thought it was crew. Okay? I didn't think it was cruel. It is what it is, but I get it. Show ain't no business like show business, because the people are going to put you there. They're going to make you a celebrity. They're going to make you somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like the little Woody guy. Speaking of him, I see him and that attorney. What's that lady name? Start with a K or whatever, right? Ooh, they having a mighty fine, good old time. I think that she should be sitting over there as an attorney, probably educating this little Woody on his possibility of probably being brought back in and arrested for perjury on a freaking stand. See, I think that this is just my opinion, right? He's only listening to the part where the Judge Whitaker only told him that, yes, you can't be arrested. But that was for that testimony, or what he had given at that moment in time with DA Love pertaining to those questions. So I'm going to leave that right there. But it's, in my opinion, highly likely that we might see this guy again. And that's just my opinion. It is what it is, right? So, but the other video, right? Where my gas at? The other video, I'm looking down like I'm leaking gas. I got enough gas probably for about another 60 miles, I think. Right? So the other video was the lead attorney, right? Shout out to lead attorney. Right, and I'm sitting and I'm watching it, right? And it's the lady that gets pulled over for speeding. And the lady went bazooka, y'all. She started saying that, it was some more cars in front of me and blah, 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 and why did you pick me out the batch? I was cracking up, right? I'm laughing at the commentator of lead attorney, right? Because he kind of made it funny, right? I was laughing my ass off at work the other day, right? So, and she's just going and going and going and going. However, there's part of her story, and I get it, lead attorney, explain it correctly. There's, the preliminary where, you get to tell your story, in court for your defense, right? On the road is just not the time to do so, right? But I also think that the driver of the vehicle, was asking for a supervisor. At that time, this is my opinion again, I believe that the police officers just should not agitate a situation until the supervisor arrives. I think that all communications, everything should be just off limits at that time. She asked for a supervisor. Now, anything else that needed to be said or addressed furthermore with the driver, do it when the supervisor is there. That's all I'm saying. They asked her for her license. She did not want to give her license up. She says that she didn't have to give her license up. Now, I believe that, people saying that comes basically from a lot of people who just learned it behind the trend of other people saying it, that's been caught and don't want to give up their driver's license, right? However, you got some people probably like you and I, we ain't got no damn problems. It's a damn speed ticket. Okay, pull over, give me a ticket. Here's my license. I never have a problem. Here you go. Here you go right here. With anything else you need? Because I'm thinking in my mind, like lead attorney said, I'm going to argue this out in court. Anyway, well, she demanded to see the radar, thing, which, I don't know if she has rights to do that on the road or not, she wanted to see it. So it just kept escalating and going up and up and up. She would not get out the car, a whole bunch of shit. People called the tow truck owner, they bust her window out, all of that, which I think that it could have been prevented if they would have just halted for a second and allowed the supervisor to intervene in it, because now the level that it went to, the supervisor arrives on the scene like, I don't know, 12, 15 minutes later, and so much has taken place. And of course, if so much has taken place, it's going to be hard for a supervisor to distinguish whether, if I should say, well, ma'am, can you just hand me your driver's license and let's do this. You battle it out in court, and so you could be on your way. I think that it could have been diffused. That's just, how I feel about that. And, they did a great job. They were calm and humble with her, and they were laughing, a whole bunch of stuff and everything. But, at the end of the day, at the end of her story, she started talking about, how she doesn't understand how you picked me out, and there was cars in front of me. Now, I can see if she was in the middle of the cars. But, baby, if there were cars in front of you and you were on the rear end, that is the person that they're picking up. What the fuck? If you were on the rear end, that should have gave you ample amount of time to break that speed down, because the police officer was probably sitting up there watching maybe 3, 4, 5 of them pass by. However, logically and common sense wise, if it's 4, 5 of y'all that done zoom past this darn police officer, common sense, they're gonna pick up the last person of the pack. That's just how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna pass this gas station up. I kind of was gonna get off here, but I'm almost done. I'm gonna talk to you. I think I got enough gas so I can finish my storyline, right? Instead of sitting in the gas station, because I don't want nobody to be bigger up, robbing me, and kidnap me, and put me in the trunk, throw me all the way, and then put me at gunpoint and take my little $60 out of my purse. Oh my God. So peace, be still. That's all I gotta say while I'm traveling out here. Peace, be still. So, that happened. I thought the video was very interesting, and I did like the fact that, lead attorney came on, and, he was showing something different, and the way he was, commenting and rebuttaling to it, made it fun to watch as well. But, I wish the lady the best of luck, but it was like they say, it was just a freaking speeding ticket. And she was driving, as she say, her company's car. But she's driving the company's car out looking for what she says, quote unquote, her story was a stolen vehicle. Why didn't your company just contact the police and report the vehicle stolen? Why are you out there bounty hunting a stolen vehicle? That was my first question that I was at. You looking for a stolen vehicle? What the fuck? Now, she didn't say she was a private investigator, nothing like that. She just said that she works for the rental company or something, whatever. So then the police, so she asked the supervisor, well, don't you guys have it on file? Like, okay, so you filed something? But the supervisor was like, I don't think so, because, we would be looking for it and not you, I guess. Even though maybe she thought she was helping out if she had, or her company had reported it. I think that, to me, she showed a little bit of nervousness. I think that she got paranoid for the simple fact that she got stopped for speeding. And when you go into that paranoid state like that, it's something else going on. I don't think that she wanted the people that she works for to be alarmed that she was speeding and got a ticket. However, you never know how your supervisors or whatever would react to that. So you might as well just stay normal in that, in a normal capacity level, with that. Don't freak out. But fortunately, she said that she was on the phone, calling the people that she was working for, and that's who she was telling to be on their way. Now, whether they were going to be on their way to retrieve that vehicle before the tow truck towed it away, and because it belonged to them, that's a whole nother story, because the video ended, and like I said, you kind of got to guess what else went on, with that story. But however, the story was funny as hell. Now, moving on to my buffoonery goddamn story. And everybody knows that sometimes here and there on my show that I got to touch on a little bit of that damn book. Sometimes when I do a particular person here and there, I might have a different language that you don't want to hear, and that is called, cussing. Because these people make you cuss. I swear they make you cuss. I promise you they do. Now I'm watching him out at this whole so-called whatever rally thing it is, right? And now he's put out his conspiracy thought of what he think should have happened and how it should have happened and why it happened, and then of course comes back later on and put up his thumbnail, with the damn Sylvia on there, right? Now, I'ma say this: you picked on her this time, book. You did this shit, cause that woman ain't bothering you. I'm the only one that gets to sit out here when I feel like it and tell these stories about this whole buffoonery of jackass shit that y'all was doing. Period. Because I want to, when I want to, how I want to. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nobody. So, he out there and, he's getting his stories and blah, blah, blah. Wait till I get to the good part that's gonna crack y'all. If not y'all, me the fuck up. I swear to God, I laughed my ass off. What? Nigga, what? You finna do what? You finna do what? Oh my God, this is contagious. But I'll tell y'all about that in a second. Right? Just hold on to your panties. So, he's out there and the first, when I clicked on it, what I'm hearing is, Sylvia abandoned the rally. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I was at work, or maybe so, because I had to be in at 6 that maybe yesterday or something like that. And I kind of, I usually click around here to here or there. And I think that I might have heard Sylvia, say, there's probably going to be some rallying out there for this YSL and blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not quite sure if I heard a timeline, I'm not sure, right? But that's here, near, there. So, now, he's out there. He tells the people, well, I only got caught up in it because I was heading down to get some paperwork. Get some paperwork. Now, I'm confused. Because if you already have a case that is already in production, waiting to be heard, what other goddamn paperwork you need? What you need? Because if there's a court date, they gonna send it to you. You do have an address now, right? On the thing, you gonna know about it. Or better yet, I got a good one for you. If you have an attorney, they will do that for you as well. This nigga, I'm sorry, not the N-word. I'm trying not to use that. Ninja tells the people that, I was just so happened to be down there. I had to get some paperwork. And of course, it was some young ladies down there that made the insinuation, that, you the guy that did, the stuff against Sylvia, to have her locked up for 12 days. Shit fun as hell. Karma is a bitch. If you believe in it. I believe in it a little bit. Not as much. Not overwhelmingly as much. I think that our plan for our lives are already in the making. You just don't know what it is. Only God. Dig that shit. Dig that. We can only assume. Yeah, we can only assume about karma. Oh, this gonna happen to you. Fucked up people. Fucked up ideology, way of thinking from people. You're gonna get your karma. God told you that? God talked to you? Probably not. Anywho, right? So, he was like, well, yeah, he just laughed it off the way he got the paperwork. Those are the two questions that I actually had to ask myself. I ain't asking him. Because I don't want a goddamn answer from him, because I'm that type of person where you can't feed me bullshit. Okay? I'm allergic to it. It does something to me. I don't get highs. But what it do is make me open my mouth some more and still talk some more shit. And I'm trying to better myself, refraining from, which means that sometimes I got to put up that, ignore that crap, because bullshit makes my mouth come open. Boy, shut the fuck up. But that's just me, right? That's just me. It is what it is. Right? Crazy cool. But you have to get the paperwork. What paperwork? You're paying an attorney. An attorney does that. What court date? You'll get that too. From an attorney. You'll get all that stuff. So, which is the pleasure of having one, right? You pay for one, which he tried to throw out there, that whole overlay for the underplay crap. Y'all don't know what I done deal with my money, and it's gonna happen probably. Yeah, I'm not for to tell y'all or whatever. You can literally kind of see it though, Booker. We can watch this all play out to understand what happened with the money. Now, we're going to understand that once you and Sylvia court case comes up on the docket to be litigated in there, we'll see if there's an actual attorney in there. I won't be surprised if it's Griggs coming for you. Your friend. Which I don't understand that either, though, Booker. That was crazy shit. What you told that boy down there, the one that you got in your video right now. Let me watch my speed while I'm talking to you. I'm put it on cruise so I don't get no ticket. Right? But, and you're going to show up at his whole protest because a situation happened with him, and, you don't like it, and Griggs was involved, and Griggs going to be is it a gas station over here? And Griggs and the Griggs this and the Griggs try to put all this stuff out there about R.kelly, and but he's still your friend. Now I don't know how that picture gonna look. It's quite easy for you to be on the screen telling these people how you and Griggs are still friends, but yet then if he's wrong and he did this and he did that, you gonna take him down. Now, I don't know how much Griggs would consider you a friend, thinking that you gonna try to boy, where they do this shit at? Why they do this shit at, Book? I was cracking my head. You still have nerves to call somebody a friend, but still take them down. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. And you literally just showed that to Griggs, or you and attorney Griggs rocks the same level of bullshit. I don't know which one rocks it the most. I don't know, but a friend. When do mother suckers start taking down a friend? What book that in, Book? I didn't read that shit. Where do you get that ideology bullshit from? Man, no, I wasn't. Please tell me, enlighten me. Because, baby, I don't care. I ain't going to say, to a certain extent. And my friend done some or whatever that I did not like, but that's my friend. I have two choices. Two, stop fucking with my friend, but I ain't gonna snitch on my friend. I'm not finna be the one to take down what I call a friend, but I can stop fucking with a friend. You might as well been up there on that damn whole YSL's case, snitching on your friends. I'm just saying, Book, that shit didn't make sense at all. Not even with the comment that got sense. Period. Oh, no, what the fuck? I'm gonna take my friend comment. So going on out there, do your rallying for this unknown constituent of yours that you are trying to help, refurbish his life. That's a good deed. And some good deeds don't go, punished. It's punishable. So, go ahead on out there. But now you're calling for more people to come out there. Because I'm confused now. Are you trying to bring them out there for the refurbishing of this guy who you don't know at all and met through only by holding up your friend, Attorney Gerald Griggs' poster sign with his face X'd out on it? Or is this for clout, like you say, what Sylvia's doing? Because your whole, not your whole rally, but the majority of you being down there rallying with those ladies that was there, somehow you keep taking what you say or what you claim that you were dragged into was basis on the other rally ending. Kind of like the R.kelly shit. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of like that. So basically, your narrative is, if they don't do it how you see fit of it being done, that's fucked up. And I keep asking myself sometimes, when I hear you speak, and I really try to listen to you sometimes, and it's very minimum, right? When you gonna get off the bullshit? That's why I be asking myself, when are you going to get off the bullshit? Go listen to your live and challenge yourself on how many times that you were so worried about the other rally that ended. Allegedly, in the chat, because you wasn't watching your chat, there was a respective person in there telling you that, well, they only kind of had a permit or permission or whatever to be there to 12. So they completed their session. However, another young lady whom you met, right, was telling you that, oh my God, I got up, I left out the house, I come down there and it's over with. That's okay. That's okay, Bookham. But you chose to make more of a scene out of it. People like you. You. Kind of like how Trump does, right? You chose to do that. So why couldn't you not be a man enough to say, it's okay, guess what? We'll pick up where they left off at. How long do we have out there? See, that there is a communicable, respectful relationship where you don't have to be messy. But you can't help yourself because of, and I get it, respectfully. You and Sylvia has y'all intertwined of court shit going on and trackers and you did this and you scammed the money and you said this and I was here for R.kelly and I rode the bus and you didn't get on and you brought your daughter for makeup and you didn't have nobody to bring. But what's that girl name? The one that sat on R.kelly lap and says that, he told me how pretty my lips is and all of that stuff, and he sent me birthday. Go get something nice. That girl, her, the one that you humped 19 times. And by the way, once I get to my story about what I really want to laugh about, make sure you put that in that chapter 7 some motherfucking way. Now we talking about having probably a bestseller author. Maybe. I don't know. But first of all, when I get to that story, I also want you to think about, let me see where I'm going to get off here. Because I don't play with gas, y'all. I'm going to have to call AAA out here. Not AA, but AAA. Please let it be a gas station over here. It's got to be. Right. Anyway, right, well, we'll find it. I got enough gas to not be sitting on the side of the road. But I don't like to go up underneath a fourth of a tank ever, never. So
Route recalculating.
Hold on there, missy. Hold on to your parents. It could be all right. We got to find some GAS, baby, GAS. And I do not like to
Continue
go
on current road for 49 miles.
off of the highway. I don't. If it ain't within a mile or so, I'm like, oh, I'm getting back on. Because I might be one of those towns, that just don't like,
Route recalculating.
my color. Because I'll be like, oh, no, hey, oh, they, shit. And that's just knowing, right from wrong.
In
I don't
0.1
belong
mile,
over there.
turn left onto.
I ain't going over there. I ain't giving you the benefit of the doubt. And I don't care how much the world is trying to put the cultures together. That, I ain't taking a chance. Like, no. Okay, so I don't see a gas station here. So I'm going to turn around and go back the other way where I saw the food restaurant set, right? Hold on, woman. I know way. We gonna get there. This is too far down. So, okay, no U-turn. Why country people don't have no U-turn signs up? Why is it? You go up there in the fast in the cities and stuff like that, no U-turn. But all down here in the country and shit, boy, you can make hundreds of U-turns. Ooh, I like that. U-turn. So, yeah, you did that. But, so the lady, I'm going to turn my GPS down, so the lady, in your comments was trying to tell you, and I know we don't read them, however, most of the time. But the lady was telling you that, well, wait a minute, they only had a certain amount of time that, they should have been out here. So when the other lady was trying to tell you that, oh, I got up, I came out, it's all over with, nobody told me whatever. Well, it probably could have been that she caught the live probably a little bit late, and at that time they're already kind of going on with the rally and stuff like that, and they probably could have mentioned a time on there, or they probably could have came on and said that it's over with and they leaving. But what I'm saying to you though, Bookham, is that part really shouldn't have mattered. If you're coming down there and just because one session has ended, just pick it back up where it left off at. Keep recreating it. But like I said, it's kind of like the same shit you did. You felt as if because you did some of the R.kelly rallies that it should have ended or something, because the ones that allegedly followed behind you, they wasn't better than yours. You did it first, so it should have. To me, that's how I feel like you are implying that shit, instead of just giving the shout outs or whatever it is to say that, whoa, good job, they kept it going. No, found reasons to shit on it, just like you're doing again with Sylvia. The only difference is that you are intertwining now. You compound things. Now is she abandoned the people, then she's scamming the people. You're just going on and on and on and on and on. So this makes me try to understand how seriously you are with your case against her. Nobody can take you serious. Because if you can continue to keep up the buffoonery about that little petty ass shit about a rally that, of course, more people could have just restarted it. You down there making $1 out of 15 cents on some shit about a rally. When in fact, right, there's way something more important, way more that depends way more on your life. And you know that way better than I do, because you're wearing a fucking hat called MAGA, right? So you know that, right? Whole bunch of shit. But look how easy it is for us to be distracted from the main course meal, right? To go be involved in some shit that is running its course. And I'm not saying, the shit and calling YSL or whatever, the shit, but it's a shit show. It's a shit show. And the people that are involved in it are the people that are going to have to deal with this judicial shit. I mean, I get it. People voices too. We need to be heard, and I get that. But right now, once you understand that that whole YSL going on, where they're holding, postponing, doing this and doing that in the time of a major election, to me, the rally should be to me. Shut this shit down for a minute. We're going to come back to this. Because we got to go deal with what the hell is going on over here first. This has to be dealt with first. As much as everybody wants those guys freed. And I understand that. But what they're fighting about over here, with these laws going on and changing this and dealing with your Supreme Court, federal or state, or dealing with this, all relies on the fact and the basis of what can also happen to those boys over here. So you can't fix this problem over here until you finalize this problem over here. Because this problem is what's going to matter, is what is at stake, that's going to lay on the heads of those boys that y'all down there saying free. That's just common sense. But give or take, people have a whole lot of time on their hands. Whole lot of time. Like you, Bunker, and some other ones, not just you. Even your girl, one of your main girls in your chat, right? I read chat book. I be reading that about chat. Sometimes the chat has a little bit more information than the host itself. Had you been looking in the chat, and you probably have, but you just ignored what she said. You know how you like to go in on, hold on, y'all. Let me find something. I gotta find something. Oh, my cell phone bill due today, too, y'all. I gotta pay that. But, yeah. Georgia girl. Hold that thought for a minute, because she said something to you. And like I said, I don't know if you ignored her or not, but y'all, give me one quick second. You're here when you're here, when I get back, as I pump my gas. And if you're not, you're not. It is what it is. But I still got more to tell while I go on my journey. I don't even know how far. 75 miles. I still got some ways to go, y'all. If y'all gonna hang with me and hear me rant, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not, put the 0 and put the thumb down in the chat too. Put all that in the chat. Put it in the chat. I guess I gotta open the tank. Woo, child. 32, 49. 32, 49, 53. I saved my receipts because I filed everything back on taxes. So, but y'all, so, oh, what was I? Yeah, Georgia girl, right? You said in your chat that Georgia girl not Georgia girl, Trump through the election. What you said. And respectfully, you are entitled to your opinion. But what I like to hear you do is expound on the fact that Rudy, whatever his last, I don't know why, I can never remember that damn man name, right? That was up under the Trump administration. How you are going to come, I want to hear you explain how those two black, black American females come out here and won that goddamn lawsuit against that crap. That's what I want to know. I want to hear you expound on that. I want to hear you tell those women to their face how, oh shit, wait a minute, child. Ooh, I think I gotta turn. Oh, no, wait a minute. And they're gonna be like, this old lost girl, who is this girl out of town driving like this in our damn state? Anywho, right? So, I'd like for you to address those two black Americans and tell them that they completely lied about that. I want to hear your dialogue. I want to hear your breakdown about that because they won that lawsuit. Some people higher up than you litigated and decided that, yeah, you're going to award those people millions of dollars. Right? But anywho, right? I also would love to see you take you and your mega hat over there and rumble, because you like to rumble, right? Politically. Don't go to the little minions, right? Where you feel like you done listen to them for a minute. This is how I feel, right? And that you can empower yourself over them in a political conversation, right? On the basis of what you know, off of the basis of what you have heard and how you have heard them speak, right? And you go look up your stuff. I found some stuff, right? Better yet, there's a show out here too that these are college students that you can click on and sign up and hit the bell when you want to go up against a challenge on a questionnaire of each other. You can do that too. You can get out there then. You can get yourself out there, right? But however, go there and rumble with Roland Martin. I'm not saying that he's always right. But what I'm saying is I think that you steer far away from top dogs that just may be able to hand it to your ass. That's just how I feel, right? Since you got all them strong vocals of this and that and pushing, trying to push people towards their voting selection, right? And maybe you should give that a try. Go ahead and rumble with the big boy. I noticed that about quite a few of y'all. You won't step into the arena with them big top dogs. But however, them big top dogs, they're going to research your ass. And once they get to looking and seeing that you put 2 X's and a Q inside of the word box, they ain't going to pick your book. We're going to talk about that shit too, though. Now, I don't know if that's some type of spelling dyslexia or you just kind of do it on purpose. Maybe you think it's crude. C-R-U-T-E, and we know that cute don't spell that way. However, maybe you think it's crude. But baby, your spelling, if it's crude, is fucked up. So, how can you literally Put your feet inside of a shoes where you think that you are so scholastic in a political area. I don't understand that. Because the political people are going to investigate and read that and do this and do... Hell no. What the fuck is this? That's what they're going to say. So what I'm saying is, when you want to be something in life, sometimes you got to pick the right set of wings to fly. Because if you have one wing shorter than the other one, or one wing doing differently than the other, your equilibrium is going to be off, and that whole fucking flight you're trying to take is going to be doing it. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to crash. You going to crash. You have no balance, dude. None. And it's weird. You're not just the only person. Let me say that. And I'm not going to say that you're one of a kind, because I've seen it everywhere. Look at you, you a whole fucking snake. Weeble wobble. Watch out for that building, nigga. Watch out for that tree, George of the jungle. Watch out for that tree. Ah! I'm just saying. But as you were stating your fact that they lied on the Trump administration, campaign, or whatever, saying that Trump lied about the stolen votes. However, Booker, I got two set of ears, and I did hear out of Trump's mouth saying, find me some more votes. Now, where do you think he was going to find them votes from, Booker? Oh, let me guess. In the garbage land of the United States, illegally. Where found it? Ain't the voting count is over with? Where you going to dig them up from? Out the grave? Wait. Where did he expect for his people to go and find all these thousands of votes that he was short of? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for it. So the things that I hear you say amongst with some others, I'm trying to understand, how can you say these things to the extent of thinking that other people in this world has not heard the things that Trump has said? I'm completely baffled with that. How can you think that what you say is more pertinent and prominent to the people when people are seeing these actions of this president that, of course, you like? I don't know. Maybe I think it's the idea of you loving him being sovereign, which is, combine, is just alluding to being free, doing whatever it is that you want to do. And that's, and get into that contradicting of all of that stuff, because there is some parts of our lives that we should be free and should have the rights to do so. But there is part of your life where you can't do what you want to do. One of them, it keeps us safe, like speeding down the highway and having all these goddamn accidents that could possibly harm somebody to the extent of death. Also, the right to, just because you can bear arms and you angry with somebody, to go out there and just take their lives. So we got to have some in place. So both of us, should be, seeing eye to eye pretty much on that one, right? So, but your girl, after you said that about the stolen votes, right? Go and read Georgia comments respectfully. She said in your chat, this your day one dream team. No, they didn't steal no votes. Stop that. Stop that. But of course, you know, because that's your day one, it comes to times in your life that, you know, she get a pass. Because you don't want to argue and go back and forth with that one, right? I don't know if, you know, bring her up there and see if you can convince and prove to her that what you're saying is true. Because she decided to opinionate against you. Now, I don't know how that might make you feel, knowing that you have a day one that is capable of using her common sense, her listening skills, her vision to see things and understand enough, well enough to express her opinion on what she knows. You ain't mad about that now, are you? She went against you. Now, that's a goddamn lie, basically, in layman terms. She didn't say it that way. I'm saying it that way. It makes you wonder, though, about all of that ride or die synopsis, though, don't it? Don't it? Well, if I say anything and I got this team, they're going to ride with me on anything. Bullshit, bullshit. I thought it was funny, though, Booker. But you go back and read it, though, because I was like, oh, check it out. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you can ride with a person, but to only be true to a person is stay true to yourself. Period. And the more you stay true to yourself, you'll be able to distinguish whether if you have a true friend or not. Because if that friend goes against what you feel is your factual opinion and they can't stand you or want to be around you behind, you know, then that ain't your damn friend. I'm just letting you know, hollering at you about some things. Well, that's it. That's all. But your alleged accidental rally, which you stood on a phase of going through about Sylvia, was just nonsense. It was crazy. You already have your shit that's allegedly going to take place, right? That's what you said, right? And I'm here for it. I'm waiting for it. Because I can't wait to laugh my ass off. I'm going to tell you my prediction about that whole shit. I think that you and Sylvia, shit is going to get thrown right on up out that damn judicial system. Like they said, they have way more better shit to deal with. The thing of it is, if there was a tracker put on your shit, you hate Sylvia that much that how much you want? $1 million? $2 million? Pay your rent up for what? 5 years? What is your remedy behind that? Because today you have showed that you are okay. No harm has came against you. You're still alive. You're still on chat. You're still having fun. You're still kicking it. You're still talking about her. You're still doing all of that. So what intentional harm, if any? I can't wait till y'all court case, baby. I'll be laughing my ass off at it. Laughing my ass off at it. One, the fact that anger, which can be disposed of, just like that last judge told y'all, was to leave each other alone. Just stay away from each other. Right? But anger, one of those emotional traits that we have, cannot be controlled by some of the littlest people out here that wants to make such a big ass fuss, causing you and probably Sylvia and others to spend money you don't have. You got people out here, just like I just told that story about that lady who was in the video, pulled over about a traffic stop, speeding ticket, chose to go and allow her emotional anger take over her, right? That's going to cost her some more money that she probably did not even spend. And maybe, just maybe, Book, I'm looking inside my life, just to prove how much control that I have over anger, I'll use an example. And I don't want to, but I'm going to, because I'm in my buffoonery, shits and giggles goddamn moment. Right? Catfish. Wolfing back and forth, back and forth. That was show. We're gonna put on a show for the people. But at the end of the day, there is not a button on me that woman could push. That if it did no harm, absolutely no physical harm to me and mine, do you think that she was even worth me spending an $800 flight round trip, or even filing court papers to go into? Do you understand the theory of this? It's understanding your battles that is up against you spending money. That's not a complicated thing to figure out, especially when you are, according to YouTube, based on what I have seen, going through your trials and tribulations, child support, paying this, keeping your rent so you can keep a roof over your head, keeping gas in your car, buying a car that you have to get from, all that shit. But you chose to put all this petty shit way above you. That's your acting show. Didn't take off. Well, stand still, because you got too much petty shit on your plate. You're not as serious as you thought. Bookham, I don't know if you saw that rally last night, but did you happen to hear Terry Pilot? What's his name? Terry Pilot, right? Terry Pilot, whatever his name is. Talk about the... Oh, I was inspired by that. Why you won't play that? He spoke on something that went down slavery land, brought it to a more uplifting land, even though he rich as a bitch. Motherfucker rich as hell, right? But to hear him say that he bought that shit, so because that shit is over with, he ended that shit, we ain't going back. Basically what he was saying was, if you listen to Trump, that's exactly what's probably going to happen to a lot of this other bare-ass land out here. Basically. He bought all that. That's over with. He said, I'll own that. Now, for someone as big as you, and I kind of mean that literally, because your ass is gaining weight, nigga. You be leaning with it, rocking with it. It is what it is. You did all that goddamn showboating on your damn show about losing the pounds and putting on your sweatsuit just like Sylvia, going to the mailbox. You just walked a mile, all this shit. And just like somebody else I know close to me, Booker, do all that goddamn talking. Oh, I'm on a diet. Oh, I'm going to eat that. Oh, I'm going to eat that. And I'm going to eat that. You don't see them for a little bit till they back in your sight. Like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck? You got McDonald's in your house, motherfucker? What the fuck happened? I'm just saying, but I can gain a few pounds myself, right? But, I'm just not as big as you. But you be standing out there like it's crew, boy. Especially after you done did a whole goddamn workout plan. A whole workout plan. Consistency. You don't have it. Let's keep it real. You don't have it. You think you do. You're fooling yourself that you do, but you actually don't. You're too much on your plate. You don't know what you want to deal with before you finish what was at will. You feel me? I'm just saying. Now, just to show how much of a gatekeeper I think that you are. Yeah, that Levi guy has his little saying out here, right? Well, put the thing in the thing. One thing you do not do. This is just me. You didn't had a whole show on the outcast and the bucket nigga. You ain't the cousin and da da da. And I'ma beat your ass and all this shit y'all done did out here. So you comfortable now? Using put the thing in the thing? What the fuck? Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. But when I'm ready to dig in, I'm gonna steal your shit. Fuck you. What the fuck is going on? You and a whole lot of other people in this world is part of the problem. I'm telling you. Individualism syndrome. You can't fix it. Y'all fucked up. Don't know which way the damn wind is blowing. I'm just gonna do and it's whatever. But that's here, near, or there. I just have shits and giggles with you. Now, you stood down there at that rally, and that was pretty much all you related to at the rally. You expounded on nothing when that one lady was on the horn about free YSL. You wasn't standing over there behind her. You just cited that everybody come out and stand with me. Be there. Bring your horns. And your ass is down there without a horn. You should have told her to hold up. Let me go run get my ass, girl, because I stand with you. You didn't do it. Isn't that funny how ninjas be wanting you to do some shit, but they ain't did no shit? You go do it. How do you go get the people to follow behind you when you ain't did it? I've been trying to understand that whole theory book ever since for the R.kelly goddamn thing. You ain't did it. You take your ass up there. Let's see what point you have proven and how much progress you have made. And because people join behind people that can show how successful they are in a movement. That lady on that horn over there all by herself. You all the way over somewhere else interviewing a guy who happened to go through a situation that caused him some drastic time of his life. Because you wanted that show. It's so easy for people to come out here and put empathy on people. It don't make no darn sense. Now, I do sympathize with what happened to that young man. I really, really do. However, as you talk about it and things are wrong, you work at fixing it, but you also continue to grow beyond it. Don't lay the sword down. Don't lay the sword down. It's a whole program of art of war on that shit. Just so what? You lost one battle. Now go back to the drawing board. Don't sit out here because what your problem is can't be fixed overnight. Get yourself in a more prepared financially position. Yeah, I get it. They don't hire felonies out here. But guess what? YouTube does. You make plenty of money. So the same way that guy came out here to solidify his story through you, why didn't you tell him that, hey man, you can get your money up too, so that you can be able to afford a good attorney and come back and re-attack your situation to get it reversed up on you. If you feel that this is what happened to you, take this stuff in front of a juror and let them decide. It's what juror tried. They didn't do that, because that's what I would have told them. While this is going on here, brother man, you make money, get on YouTube, share your stories, be creative, come up with some things, offer some things back. And there will be people out here that don't mind helping you see it through. Because the world is big, and you never know who likes and capture your story. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, though, Booker, you ain't offered that nigga shit. Now why you ain't offer that damn man a few dollars for his story? Because he gave you a story for your clicks and your views. You got about what, 4,000 over there? Yeah, he did. See, you helped yourself off of somebody else's could have been wealth. Sadly mistaken. Shit happens though, right? Yeah, it does. Shit happens that way. But see, what's crazy about it is that you have to be a particular type of person to see it coming. See, because when you see it coming, oh, the war teaches you. You also have your plan as well, so that not only it will benefit one, but it's going to benefit both of us, nigga. This is about if you coming up, I'm coming up. We coming up together. You could have offered him that. He ain't coming up by you sharing his story. You don't have the followings for anybody to come along and pick his story up, such as an attorney. Because right now, you just stabbed Attorney Griggs in the back, and Attorney Griggs was allegedly the one, according to his story, that fucked him. So where you finna pull this rabbit from? Where you finna pull the rabbit from, nigga? Out your ass. Pap, you ain't shit. Take me to the king. Take me to the king. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's what you did. Let's keep that shit real. And you says that God, gee, that's your partner. Believe in nothing but that. I beg to differ. God is good God. And what he does is instill things in your heart that you should be able to detect, to do right and good to others as they do to you. You didn't do that. You ain't offer that darn ninja nothing. Oh, my bad. You're going to do is support. You're going to come back out and rally. Good luck with that. Because he needs more than that, according to his story. Yeah, he needs another attorney that is interested in his freaking story, and maybe start him a GoFundMe so he can afford to pay for one, so that his story can be reprimanded, back up in that goddamn court system, so that he can get his life back. Show him how to start a YouTube channel. Help him get money too, and not just yourself. Yeah, and guess what? You just might get it back tenfold. Right now, you still sitting at that yield sign, bro. Waiting on something to tell you to go on your next move. That's just my theory, my opinion, And everybody got assholes like opinions. It is what it is, right? But, anywho, I'm getting ready to get off of here, but I want to leave y'all with this, right? Because I was like, whoa, wait a minute, the king. And as my title says, somebody's in the vault. Now, they may have put the king of R&B away for now. But what they have not done was taking his music away from him. So I'm riding along, right? Y'all know me. I'm always finger scrolling. I was like, okay, what is this here? I don't know if it's old or if it's new or whatever. It's on some seat, some disc or whatever. I don't follow all of the CDs or music that everybody has. I just, randomly selected if I like it. It's getting played on the radio over here. Over here. So I was like, oh, wait a minute, Chris Brown. Wait a minute, Trey Songz. Wait a minute, Mario. Wait a minute, Usher. Hold up now. Because this man ain't gonna die. This music is never going to die. So I'm sitting up in here, y'all. Like, what is it? What is it? R.kelly. Oh, go and drop that shit. I was like, let me hear this. Let me hear this. Let me hear this. Now, this gonna get me a copyright claim. And the majority of the time, I'm all right, especially when I'm dropping R.kelly, because what they gonna do is say, well, we're collecting whatever it is you done made off of this video, and it's gonna go over here to this, not the producer or the owner rights or whatever it is. But when it comes to R.kelly music, and if I'm dropping it, I'm okay with that. Take that money. Take that money. I don't care. I don't care what you do with it. It is what it is. Because today, I'm still going to eat. I'm still going to get gas. I'm still going to pay my mortgage. I'm still going to do all that. So I don't want YouTube to get it twisted just because every time I drop something on here, yeah, and it's copyright claim that you're hurting my pockets by doing so. But what I am going to do is show to the public this mother-sucking jam, y'all. See y'all later, man. Oh, this is a cut, y'all. This is a cut. R.kelly, this is a cut. This is a cut. They ain't got shit on this one. I'm like, where you get this one from? Where this come from, y'all? Where this come from? Waterfall. Hell no. I was like, damn. I'm loving this one, R.kelly. Check this one out, y'all.
Like I'm lost in you.
I do not own the rights to this music, y'all.
What I wanna do. I can feel your love flowing like a river so strong.
What?
Taking me places where I've never gone.
Oh.
And when you whisper my name, I know it's
Hold on.
Way down on.
Because to my understanding, this is like a premiere of it, y'all. Y'all only get a taste of it. Shout out to, I can't see the name who dropped this, right? My glass is pretty dark. Shout out to you. They dropped this. I don't know if it's out the vault or whatever in the making, but this is a goddamn cut, y'all. I'm over here, my adrenaline. I'm in the seat like, oh shit. Oh hell no. Hey, I'm loving the song. This guy who dropped this was like, man, hit the like button on this. If y'all like it, share it or whatever. Man, I hit this like button on this. This man, just a tone of his voice. Literally, even when he's at that high pitch, it doesn't sound like he's screaming off a tone, off a beat. It's like it's just there. It's just like he said, it just flows through your body. You get like this adrenaline. You get like this. I had this rush, y'all. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no, y'all. Oh, hell no. I'm in here grooving, y'all. But if y'all like this song, hey, don't forget to share it. If you heard the song, don't forget to hit the like button saying thanks for sharing the song. Man, shout out to R.kelly, man. Ain't no king. Only one. Only one, man. I done listened to a whole bunch of them R&Bs out there. The beat, I was like, oh, okay, and another one. Let's go, y'all. See y'all later, man.
Baby, it's where you belong. You're my waterfall. Girl, you coming down. Every drop, every wave, every pain inside. When we might get turned on, baby, it's out of control. Just like a waterfall. You let it all go. You're my waterfall. I'm drowning in you. With every touch, baby, I know it's true. You flow like a river, no need to explain. You're my waterfall, girl, you drive me insane.
Oh.
Like silk,
Wait.
but you hit me like a
Hold
stone.
on. You got to be straight R&B fan, man. You got to have that soul mentality. Not that old ratchet thought thinking the way that a lot of people think out here, right? Think about what they're fighting about now, right? How do we end up in this big major fight on reproduction? Sex, man. Sex. But if you sing about it, you become some type of freaking predator. But look at the world now, fighting about it, telling you what you can and cannot do with your body, what you should and should not do. Became part of his downfall because the people said so. But yet then, we lay all up in the bed with each other, sexting each other, getting pregnant, all type of shit that led to another bigger ass fight out here. because you want to do what you want to do. You want your freedom in that. But he couldn't have his freedom for singing something that may have to do with a sexual contact. Come on, man. Y'all crazy out here. Anywho, shout out to R.kelly, y'all. I'm going to let this play.
The way your body moves, baby, keeping me warm. And when you reach that point, girl, I see it in your eyes. You're a force of nature, can't stop the rise. I can feel your love flowing like a river so deep. Every moment with you, girl, is more than I need. And when you release, it's like the rain pouring down. I'm swimming in you, baby, I'll never drown. You're my waterfall, girl, you're coming down. Every drop, every wave, everything and the sound. When we get turned on, baby, it's out of control. Just like a waterfall, you let it all go. You're my waterfall, I'm drowning in you. With every touch, baby, I know it's true. If you flow like a river, no need to explain. You're my waterfall, girl, you drive me insane. Let it go, let it fall, girl, don't hold back. Your body speaks the language, got me on track. Waterfall, waterfall, baby, it's just you and me. In this moment, girl, we're wild and free. You're my waterfall, girl, you coming down. Every drop, every wave, everything and the sound. And the sound it turned on, baby, it's out of control. Just like a waterfall, let it all go. You're my waterfall, I'm drowning in you. With every touch, baby, I know it's true. If you flow like a river, no need to explain. You're my waterfall, girl, you drive me insane. Waterfall, baby, you keep coming down. I'm lost in your waves, I'll never be found.
All right, let me know what y'all think about that.
Damn. But see, you got to feel the R&B. You have to understand the music that he puts out that can bring the connection to your inner soul, along with sharing it with your better half. That's all that is. That's all it was. But they took it and they turned it to what he speaks and sings about as being monstrous. But yet then, those words in the context that he puts it in a song got them doing exactly what he allegedly, is part of being incarcerated on, or giving people the mythology of saying, I'm a monster. But yet then, you will go and lay right on in that bed with that person saying, give me that waterfall. Yeah, you will. But he in jail for some of what he's doing. Yeah. It's fucked up. We're a fucked up world. We're a fucked up world. And the only people on my outro of this here that say again, that can fix what the problem, the major problem is in this world, is you. Change you. Become a better person. It's okay to have your spits and your spats back. Okay. Get off that level of killing. Get off of that level of stealing. Get off of that level of robbing. Get off of that level of incest. Get off of that level of the R word. Get off of it. Get off of that level of being corrupt. Just get off of it. Just do what's right. We can end this whole process, and you don't need nobody up there depicting and dictating what the hell should going on. They ain't got nothing to do, because we all doing it right under God's law. Sometimes they say if it feels right, sometimes it ain't right, man. If it feels wrong, you better trust that it's wrong. With that being said, Deuces, y'all. I'll holler back with y'all a little bit later in case I want to show you gators what I got going on over here in the Indies. Yeah. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up. Love y'all. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. And on that note, peace.